Okay, so this is for the subject strategic business analysis, and the topic is product, the first in the 4 P's of marketing. But since the article is about the 4 P's, so we're going to discuss everything. Okay, so we have here an article from investopedia.com. What are the 4 P's? 4 P's of marketing, key factors that are involved in the marketing of a good or service. So they are product, price, place, and promotion of a good or service. Again, good, it could be a physical good or it could be a software or digital product. And then you have the service. Often referred to as the marketing mix, the 4 P's are constrained by internal and external factors in the overall business environment, and they interact significantly with one another. So, key factors. So, essentially, for a product to be successful. So it's not just the product. It would be about the price as well. Is it affordable? Is it reasonable? Or is it justifiable to have it priced at that amount? And then of course the place. Are there enough customers in that area or territory or geographical location? And of course promotion. How are you creating a demand for the product, or how are you reaching the proper customers of the good or service? Okay. The 4 P's are used by companies to identify some key factors for their business, including what consumers want from them, how their product or service meets or fails to meet those needs, how their product or service is perceived in the world, how they stand out from their competitors, and how they interact with their customers. Also have your customer satisfaction bit. Okay. Key takeaways, 4 P's, 4 essential factors involved in marketing a good or service to the public. And then there are 4 P's, product, the good or service itself, the price, what the consumer pays, the place, location where the product is marketed, located, or distributed, and then you have your promotion, advertising, how are you telling the people that your product exists and what it can benefit them or what features it has. Okay? The concept of the 4 P's has been around since the 1950s. As the marketing industry has evolved, the concepts of people, process, and physical evidence have become important components of marketing a product too. Okay. So understanding the 4 P's, Neil Borden popularized the idea of the marketing mix and the concepts that would later be primarily as the 4 P's in the 1950s. Borden was an advertising professor at Harvard University. His 1964 article titled "The Concept of the Marketing Mix" demonstrated the ways that companies could use advertising to engage their customers. Decades later, the concepts that Borden popularized are still being used by companies to advertise their goods and services. Okay? When they were first introduced, Borden's ideas were very influential in the business world, were developed and refined over a number of years by other key players in the industry. It was actually E. Jerome McCarthy, a marketing professor at Michigan State University, who refined the concepts in Borden's book and created the idea of the 4 P's, and that is still used today. So in 1960, McCarthy co-wrote the book Basic Marketing, a Managerial Approach, further popularizing the idea of the 4 P's. Okay, so we have here the origin of the matrix. Okay. At the time the concept was first coined, the marketing mix helped companies account for the physical barriers and widespread product adoption. Today, the internet has helped businesses achieve a greater level of integration between businesses and consumers, and also to overcome some of these barriers. People, process, and physical evidence are extensions of the original 4 P's. Oh, okay. So in addition to the first 4, there are additions: people, process, and physical evidence, and are more relevant to the trends in marketing. Okay, tip here. Any successful marketing strategy requires revisiting over time. Of course, innovation, changes, adaptation to changes, because there are also changes in the market. If you are developing a 4 P strategy for your business, it's important to understand that the elements of the first marketing mix you create are not intended to be static. It should be adaptable to changes. They are meant to be adjusted and refined as your company's product grows and as your potential buyers change and as competition changes as well. So how does the 4 P's work? Product. So this is the first one. Essentially, this should be the content of this video, but oh well. Product refers to the good or service that a company offers to the customers. Ideally, a product should fulfill an existing consumer demand. So there's an existing need or want for it. Or a product may be so compelling that consumers believe they need to have it, and it creates a new demand. Okay, demand creation is much better for new products, right? For pioneers. To be successful, marketers need to understand the life cycle of a product, which we've already discussed in a previous video. And business executives need to have a plan for dealing with products at every stage of their life cycle. So we have product management. The type of product also partially dictates how much businesses can charge for it, where they should place it, and how they should promote it in the marketplace. Okay? Many of the most successful products have been the first in their category, pioneer products. For example, Apple was the first to create a touchscreen smartphone that could play music, browse the internet, and make phone calls. As of November 2018, Apple stopped providing public sales figures for the iPhone. However, as of November 1, 2018, total sales of the iPhone equaled $2.2 billion. Apple revealed that it had sold its 1 billionth iOS device on November 22, 2014. And in 2018, the company announced they were approaching selling their 2 billionth iOS device. Okay, so you have your product. Again, you need to have a very good product that would, stand the changes, could adjust to the changes, so that it could survive for longer. All right. And so that it would be easy to market as well. If you have a good product, marketing it should be easier than, product without an existing demand or without a preconceived need for it, right? Price. So price is the cost consumers pay for a product. Marketers must link the price to the product's real and perceived value, but they also must consider supply costs, seasonal discounts, and competitors' prices. In some cases, business executives may raise the price to give the product the appearance of being a luxury. Alternatively, they may lower the price so more consumers can try the product. Okay. Again, price is kind of a complicated topic, so we'll have different discussions on pricing methods, pricing strategies, but essentially it's difficult in such that it would involve perception of the people. There's also psychology involved. Some people think that cheap products are of low quality, even if that's not the case. And then some people will think that products that are priced high are of good quality or something. So again, it's not really, but sometimes it's just a strategy that companies implement. And then there's also the fact that they could use discounts for it. Sometimes discount could be counterproductive. People who bought it at the regular price could feel bad about getting it at the regular price when they could have gotten it at the discounted price. And then there's also the fact that if you announce a sale way ahead of time, then you would see a decrease in sales from the moment you announce it until the day that it's actually going to be on sale. So some companies, they would announce discounts probably a few days before the actual sale, so that it's just somehow game of luck then. But of course, there would still be repercussions. Some people would not get, some people would. So of course, the most common type of setting the prices is you have your cost and then add a margin and then you set your price, or if there are competitors' prices already, you can price it around that particular price. Okay. Marketers also need to determine when and if discounting is appropriate. A discount can sometimes draw more customers, but it can also give the impression that the product is less exclusive or less of a luxury compared to when it was priced higher. Uniqlo, headquartered in Japan, is a clothing manufacturer of global casual wear. Like its competitors, other famous casual wear brands such as Gap and Zara, Uniqlo creates low-priced, daily-use garments. What makes Uniqlo unique is that it creates innovative, high-quality products. It is able to accomplish by procuring its fabric from its material manufacturer partners, securing stable, high-quality materials at low cost by ordering in large volumes, and is continuously seeking the highest quality and lowest cost material in the world. The company also directly negotiates with its manufacturers and has built strategic partnerships with high quality and innovative Japanese manufacturers. So that's good. That's one way of doing it. Uniqlo also outsources its production to partner factories because it doesn't own its own factories. It has the flexibility to change production partners if the best production location changes over time. Finally, the company employs a team of skilled textile artisans that it sends to its partner factories all over the world for quality control. In addition, production managers visit factories once a week to resolve quality problems. So they're really, what do you call that? Monitoring, supervision-wise, they're doing well in that area, and then of course seeking good partnership with other businesses. That's also a good thing to do, right? Place. So when a company makes decisions regarding place, they are trying to determine where they should sell a product and how to deliver the product to that market. The goal of business executives is always to get their products in front of the consumers that are most likely to buy them. Getting more people to buy their products. In some cases, this may refer to placing a product in certain stores, but it also refers to the product's placement on a specific store's display. Okay, so it's not just about the area or the geographical location. Sometimes it's also with regards to how it's being displayed in stores. Okay. In some cases, placement may refer to the act of including a product on television shows, in films, product placement, or on web pages in order to garner attention for the product. The 1995 movie GoldenEye was the 17th installment in the James Bond movie franchise. It was the first Bond movie not to feature an Aston Martin car. Instead, the British actor Pierce Brosnan got into a Z3 by BMW. Although the Z3 was not released until months after the film had left theaters, BMW received 1,000 orders for the car the month after the movie opened. So it's a product placement. Okay? It's a type of advertisement. Promotion includes advertising, product relations, and promotional strategy. So the goal of promoting a product is to reveal to consumers, why they need it and why they should pay a certain price for it. So essentially, it's justifying that this price is reasonable for this product. Marketers tend to tie promotion and placement elements together so they can reach their core audience. So for example, digital age, the place and promotion factors are as much online as they are offline. So specifically where a product appears in a company's web page or social media, as well as which types of search functions trigger corresponding targeted ads for the product. The vodka brand Absolut sold only 10,000 cases of its vodka in 1980, but by 2000 the company had sold 4.5 million cases, thanks in part to its iconic advertising campaign. The images in the campaign feature the brand's signature bottles styled as a range of surreal images, a bottle with a halo, the bottle made of stone, or as the outline of trees on a ski slope. To date, this Absolut advertising campaign is one of the longest running continuous ad campaigns of all time from 1981 to 2005. Okay, so 4 P's of marketing. Facts, frequently asked questions. What do the 4 P's mean in marketing? So we have product, price, promotion, and place. Okay, from the 4 P's of the marketing mix, these are the words that are involved in the marketing of a good or service. What are the 4 P's in marketing and a goal? So again, place, price, product, promotion. By carefully integrating all of these marketing strategies into a marketing mix, companies can ensure they have a visible in-demand product or service that is competitively priced and promoted to their customers. So yung place, it refers to where and how people buy your product. Some examples of places consumers can buy products and services include online, via web browser, through a smartphone app, retail locations, through trade shows or events, through marketplace channels like Amazon or Walmart, or through a sales professional. Price refers to how much product or service costs to the consumers. How you price your product depends on your competitors, demand, cost to produce the product, and what consumers are willing to spend. Companies also need to consider their pricing models, including choosing between one-time purchases and subscription models. Okay. Product refers to the product or services your business provides to your target audience. So, the product a company provides can vary significantly depending on the type of company and what they do, the industry that they are in. For example, McDonald's provides consistent fast food, including hamburgers, french fries, chicken products, whereas Salesforce for relationships management, CRM software, and marketing automation tools for businesses. Alright. Promotion refers to specific and thoughtful pricing that reaches a company's target market. Okay. A company might use an Instagram campaign, a PR campaign that showcases the product, or an email campaign to reach its audience at the right place and the right time. Of course, there are other ways as well. How do you use the 4 P's of marketing? The model of the 4 P's can be used when you are planning a new business venture, evaluating an existing offer, or trying to optimize your sales with your target audience. It can also be used to assess your current marketing strategy. Okay. So bottom line, the 4 P's of marketing, product, price, place, and promotion, often referred to as the marketing mix. These elements in marketing a good or service, and they interact significantly with each other. Considering all of these elements is one way to approach a holistic marketing strategy. Okay, so sometimes 4 P's of marketing is a basis for the marketing strategy of a company. Okay, so you have those 4 things to consider, and of course there are additions that they have added over the years. Okay, so that's it for this one. Thanks and bye.